want to use this opportunity to welcome you again to Earth Matters. We've been talking about preventable death, and in our past episode, we looked at smoking, and we talked about issues that causing death today, which can be prevented. And we equally talked about one's lifestyle. Today, we want to look at stress. Stress is another big thing that is ravaging the world today. And what is stress? According to World Health Organization, it says it's a state of worry. And according to their definition, stress is natural because people are bound to stress. It's natural, but when the stress becomes unresolved or it becomes excessive, it becomes chronic, it leads to serious physical and mental health issues like anxiety, depression, burnout, and it could equally lead to death that could be prevented. One would ask, what causes stress? Stressor. Stressor, anything that causes stress is called stressor. For example, a lot of people are trying to combine so many things together, working, families, jobs, and probably some extended families. And it looks like they are overwhelming themselves beyond their capacity. That become a stress on them. And like I said, if it's excessive or chronic, it could lead to something else. One thing about stress, it increases our vital signs. When someone is overwhelmingly stressed and someone is not able to buffer and balance the stress, it increases the vital signs. The temperature goes up, the respiration goes up, the blood pressure goes up, the oxygen saturation goes up, name it, the pulse, everything goes up. And if one is not careful, it could lead to heart attack or it could lead to stroke because there are connections to these systems of the body. So, my take on stress is that we should try as much as possible to know the cutoff point. And once we are getting to the point where we are not able to resolve the stress, I think we should just let it go. Okay, instead of allowing the stress to begin to work on our systems negatively and leading to preventable death. Okay, I would like for us to briefly talk about the 5 hours in Romeo of stress management. When stress overwhelms, there should be strategy put in place to manage the stress. I'm going to be giving you 5. The first is rethink. Ladies and gentlemen, it will be very proper for one to rethink, there's nothing wrong to say, okay, what actually causes my stress? Is it the job? Is it the family? Or one has to rethink and be able to put life on a reverse gear. Like the car is designed to have a reverse gear. When obstacles are on the way, then there's a reverse gear. So see stress as an obstacle. When I say stress, it's not the natural stress that every man goes through, but the one that is overwhelming now, that has become chronic and excessive, the one that alter our mental and physical health, that causes those issues mentally and physically. So put it on a reverse gear, rethink. And the second arrow is relax. Why not take a deep breath? I have come to realize that when someone takes a deep breath, it catches up with fresh oxygen. And once a man catches up with fresh oxygen, it helps the man, to think well, to behave well, and to act well. So relax. Take time out to get quality sleep. It's recorded that if one can get between 7 to 8 hours, I don't know if that's possible in North America, but at least get quality hours of sleep. And relax with those things that you love doing things that will reduce the worries and the tension, do them always. That will help you to relax. The third arrow is release. It's good to vent, okay? Because most people don't know how to vent. They just bottle everything in. And if they don't vent out, it's becoming overwhelmed to the body chemistry. And that could lead to increasing all the vital signs, the blood pressure, the temperature, the pulse, oxygen saturation, name it, temperature, all of them goes up. And if care is not taken, when the blood pressure and the pulse goes up, it could cause stroke or it could lead to heart attack. And these are preventable death. Okay, so let's learn how to release, vent it out, and probably talk to good friends. I use the word good friends, not friends that would implicate the situation the more. Okay, the fourth arrow is reduce. It will become very important for us to reduce the stressors. Why don't you take a good inventory of your life and see those things that are essentially important and those things that are less important, so that those things that are less important could be taken off the hook, so that you focus more on those things that are very important. So that could help to reduce the stress that we put on ourselves. The fifth arrow is reorganize. Ladies and gentlemen, no matter how a man walks into the dark road of life, the man will always want to have a turnaround. Let's reorganize. Things that are not working, we reorganize them. Most often, what causes stress in the lives of people, it's time budget. So when we see that time is putting a lot of stress on us, it will be important we start whatever we are doing on time. So I will be probably in the next episode talking about some of these that we could use as strategies to help us manage our stress. I'd like for you to leave your comment as to what causes your stress and the method you've used over time to reduce the stress, so that we'll be able to discuss it and learn from one another. Otherwise, I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.